Hey all, this is Dinosaur with another app for iPhone, which I've got kind of hooked on, and I have access to an iPad, but I had to get this because this is actually a really neat program. It's something we all know, we all love, we all played. It's Monopoly on that, whereas Monopoly was based off a board game that was made a long time ago here. I don't know the exact year here, but do you know the original form of Monopoly was actually a round circle? It was not a square. Uh, and they recently took away one of the pieces and replaced it with a cat, which I can't remember the piece they replaced, but then you can get a special edition where you can get all the pieces on that. But my favorite one was either the Top Hat or the Battleship. But basically, this is a fun one because multiple people can play it. You can even play with other iPhones, other people around. But the neat thing about it is 4 players. I hope you can see that. You could play with computers, other people, other phones, and you can even change your symbols. So there's a dog, there's a battleship, of boot, wheelbarrow. There's the new cat, car. Can't remember. Oh, what was the symbol? No, it was the top hat. I see it there. Huh. I'm not sure what that is. Which one was replaced? I forget. But it's okay on that. But the players are also where you could choose humans, computers. You can also choose the difficulty of them here. Now, I can tell you by experience, dominating iPad Monopoly, you can manipulate the computer pretty easily on that because whereas when you deal with human interaction, they can get personal and they can really dog you as far as property ownership and hold the properties out until they really want to mess with you. If you almost bankrupt them, they'll sell their property to someone else just to make sure you don't win. That's the kind of dirty tricks that you can play in Monopoly. Whereas in the computer, you just overprice it, and the computer will sell it to you almost every time. The neat thing about this is that on the iPad version, every single version that I see of the backgrounds are there. The spaceship, the New York apartments, all that, which is cool. The music is about the same, if I recall correctly. But there's also rules such as how many housing limits, all that information is there, and which is cool because you can list all these rules ahead of time, such as do you want to allow double house payments, do you want to do or no, not doubles, do you want to put housing limits in the game, such as not everyone can have hotels and everything, do you want to put go? Do you not want to do 200? Do you want to do 400? Do you want to do double if they land on gold? Things like that on that. Which here, in one of the most notorious rules, which with children is very hard to play with. As adults, it's a lot easier, but it turns the game into a fun game into a bloodbath really quick, and that's the auction rule. The real way of playing Monopoly is that when you land on a property and you don't want to buy it, then the property goes up for auction to anyone on the table. And then everybody starts bidding on the property to see if anyone wants it. And the lowest or highest bidder, of course, gets it. You can also forfeit. Everyone can forfeit. They don't want the property. Very rare because someone's going to offer $5 and they're going to win the property. The way it works is basically whoever makes the high bid, they go around the table. Whoever makes the next high bid goes on the table. If nobody else wants to outbid that person, then that's the nature of the auction. What's so cold-blooded about that is that people who are smart can hold their money out for certain properties and pay a premium, and then outbid people. The problem is if everybody knows you're going for certain properties, they'll purposely outbid you, so you won't get those properties, or if you do, you get them at a price. So it shakes up the game a little bit, and that's why you have to be very careful on who you play with. The way most children play, and the way I played as a kid, was that you rolled the dice, and whatever you landed on, you had the option of buying it or not, and that was it. And the game went on and on and on and on and on until people went around. That was a way to keep children entertained. That was a way to keep children entertained with the game, and what you could play on this, which I love about this iPhone, is that you could entertain yourself with friends on an airplane or that, and you all play Monopoly on that, and there's no BS behind it. Well, other than the dice rolls are kind of funky. It's like, I've seen some rolls that didn't make any sense in this version, but I saw some rolls on the iPad that didn't make any sense either, but that's another story. What it is the children's version is that they'll go around, they have a good time, good laugh eventually here, and everyone has a full game. The adult version is with the auction roll, and that's where adults love the competitive nature, but then it can piss friends off really quick on that, especially if friends conspire against other friends to force them out early, and then it creates some bad blood. So Monopoly is a great game. It's a great family game, but you just need to be careful of that auction rule. You want to be really competitive? Try it out. You'll know your friends versus your enemies real quick. Anyway, this is Dinosaur, quick app review with Monopoly. By the way, I want to say something, a little update on this crack cocaine game of Candy Crush. I just got to level 30, and I've been trying. It took me forever to get past level 24, kill all the grape jelly. What the heck is this? To me to go on a 30, I need to go through 3 quests and wait about 24 hours to pass each mission to unlock it. What the heck is this? My friend's telling me to go ahead and spend $1, but I mean that like defeats the purpose of this. That's like, why should I spend any money when you should unlock it? And I guess this is a way of controlling kids on that from stepping away. I joke about it, say it's like step away from the crack pipe on that, because really I've been very addicted to this game lately, and I'm kind of glad I'm backing away from it, but I still got to play it some more. I know, I got to be a certain level, a certain time, but man, that just ticked me off. That was like, what the heck? Because I've been working, and that level 24 held me down for a week on that because I just couldn't bust it, and then until I finally busted it with a bunch of special moves and hit it all at the same time. Anyway, this is Dinosaur again. I hope you're all having a good holiday. I'm going to put these up and talk to you all later. Bye.